So I've been getting a lot of incoming calls, given some of the stuff I've put up on LinkedIn and Twitter, talking about group captives or member-owned group captives. And what I decided to do was pull a little video out, and I'm going to give 6 reasons on why companies might want to look at implementing or joining a group captive, and 4 reasons why they might not want to join or implement a group captive. So we'll start number 1. Premiums based on actual loss history. So we take a 5-year look back. We look at your actual loss history. We also call this performance-based pricing versus having your premiums decided on what's going on in the industry class, what's going on in the overall economy. And the fact of the matter is the top 30% of any industry is subsidizing the bottom 70%. I'm not okay with this, and I don't think you would be okay with this either. Number 2, lower operating expenses, lower expense ratio. In a time like now, everyone needs to be looking at driving down costs, ultimately driving down premiums. We want to make sure that we're looking at these, attacking these numbers as best we can. Number 3, and this doesn't really excite people early on in the process, but as you get into the group captive and you start focusing more on loss control, right? The risk management and the loss control resources that are available to you as part of a member of a group captive are extremely powerful. Again, the better you perform when you're in a group captive, the better your experience is going to be, and the lower your costs are going to be. With that said, number 4, and this is a very exciting one, profit potential from unused loss funds. Again, talking about number 3, the greater emphasis on loss control and risk management, right? So as you go through the years, right, and policy years are closed out, starting in year 3 and 4 and 5, dividends, right, are repatriated back. Unused loss funds are repatriated back in the form of dividends to whomever the beneficiary is that you name. We can dive more into this offline. Extremely powerful. Why shouldn't you profit from better years just like your insurance company does? So, number 5, insulation from market forces. So, in your current form of traditional insurance guaranteed cost insurance program, right, you're almost at the whims of everything going on regardless of how you perform. For example, you don't have any losses or have significantly less than actuarially estimated, you still could see a 10% increase next year for your insurance program. If you do have losses, unfortunately, that the premium increase or the rate increase can be 30, 40, 50% higher. So we want to make sure that we try to insulate our members as much as we can. Similarly, if there are impacts from everything going on, the percentage of your overall annual premium spend is significantly lower, about 20%, that could be impacted. Again, we can dive into more of this offline. Number 6, ownership of your insurance program, specifically with regard to claims. Having a say, having more control about what gets settled, what gets fought, how the claims are adjudicated, it's really important, okay? Now we're going to flip the script here, and we're going to go to the other side of the debate. And we're going to look at 4 reasons why you might not want to look at joining a group captive. Number 1, you're not financially stable right now. Let's focus on your balance sheet. Let's focus on your cash flow. Let's get you ready to join a group captive. Now might not be a good time. Number 2, you currently have a very high loss ratio and you have a high frequency of claims. At this point, you wouldn't be a good candidate. You wouldn't, the captive members, right, wouldn't want to take you on. Let's focus on increasing your loss control. Let's focus on being proactive with risk management. You're not a good candidate now? Let's get you to that point. Number 3, you're unable or uncomfortable with posting collateral. Now, there's several reasons why members of group captives post collateral. It's for you, it's for the other members, several reasons. We can dive into this more offline, but if you're not comfortable, you can't do it, you might not be a good candidate. It's not a good fit for a group captive. And number 4, conceptually you're uncomfortable with taking or sharing risk with others. Now, I would ask, is this perceived or is this actual risk? I think that most companies that are currently in a traditional insurance guaranteed cost program are already doing this. You're just transferring your risk, you're pooling it, the other policyholders, the other people in your industry class with that insurance company. I would say you're already doing it. At this point, I think if I've intrigued you by what I've said, if you have questions, reach out to me. Let's talk. Give me a call at 917-324-0236. Talk to you soon.